If you're thinking about relocating to Pittsburgh and Upper St. Clair is on your list, one of the first questions you're probably asking is simple. Is Upper St. Clair actually safe? And honestly, that's the right question to ask. Because when you're buying a home, you're not just purchasing square footage or a school district ranking. You're evaluating your lifestyle, your daily stress level, your commute, your investments, and ultimately whether a community feels stable and secure long term. Hi, I'm Sharon St. with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. I'm a luxury real estate advisor here in Pittsburgh's South Hills. And before real estate, I worked as an attorney with the Philadelphia Stock Exchange and also owned a home inspection company. So when I help buyers evaluate a community like Upper St. Clair, I tend to look at things a little differently. I look at the numbers, the infrastructure, the long-term stability, and what actually impacts quality of life and property values over time. And when you objectively evaluate Upper St. Clair, the data paints a very strong picture. According to current municipal and statistical reporting, Upper St. Clair ranks in roughly the 76th percentile nationally. For low crime rates, property crime remains well below national averages, and violent crime rates are extremely low. For many buyers relocating from larger metropolitan areas, that's one of the reasons Upper St. Clair consistently stays on the radar. But safety isn't just about crime statistics, it's also about how a municipality functions. Upper St. Clair has dedicated police services, strong municipal management, well-maintained infrastructure, and a community that tends to prioritize long-term residential stability. Those factors matter more than people realize because they directly affect property values and buyer confidence. And speaking of property values, Upper St. Clair has remained one of the stronger housing markets in the Pittsburgh region. Current median home prices are generally ranging between the mid-500s and low 600s depending on location, condition, and lot size. And while that's certainly above the broader Pittsburgh average, buyers are often looking here for a reason. The township offers larger lots, well-established neighborhoods, strong municipal amenities, and proximity to downtown Pittsburgh without feeling urban. That balance is difficult to find. One thing buyers often appreciate about Upper St. Clair is that the market usually moves at a more manageable pace than some overheated markets around the country. Homes are averaging around 50 days on market, which gives buyers a reasonable opportunity to evaluate homes carefully, complete inspections properly, and make strategic decisions without feeling rushed into panic buying. And as a former home inspection company owner, I can tell you firsthand, having enough time to properly evaluate a home matters. Now, beyond the housing itself, lifestyle plays a major role in why people choose Upper St. Clair. Boyce Mayview Park is one of the area's standout features. You have extensive trails, green space, sports fields, and conservation areas all within the township itself. The Upper St. Clair Recreation Center adds indoor fitness, aquatic facilities, and community programming that many residents use regularly. And of course, the Upper St. Clair School District remains one of the major drivers behind buyer demand here. Even buyers without school-aged children often pay attention to school district strength because it tends to support long-term resale value and buyer demand stability. Another thing relocation buyers frequently ask me about is commute time. Upper St. Clair sits roughly 10 to 11 miles south of downtown Pittsburgh. Under normal conditions, many residents can reach the city in about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on exact timing and route selection. You also have access to light rail through nearby South Hills Village Station, which gives commuters an alternative to driving into downtown. So when you step back and evaluate everything together, the municipal stability, the housing market, the amenities, the commute, and the overall quality of life, it becomes easier to understand why Upper St. Clair continues attracting both local move-up buyers and relocation clients from outside the Pittsburgh area. And ultimately, the best way to determine whether Upper St. Clair is the right fit for you is not just by reading statistics online. It's by understanding how the community aligns with your lifestyle, your goals, and how you want to live day to day. If you're considering relocating to Upper St. Clair or anywhere in Pittsburgh's South Hills, I'd be happy to help you evaluate the area strategically and objectively so you can make a confident decision. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe because I regularly create videos about Pittsburgh neighborhoods, relocation advice, home buying strategy, and what buyers should really know before making a move.